When Jacob and Esau were still in their mother's womb, before they even came, the Lord has already said, Jacob I love. Before either of them made a choice in life, there was something that already existed. And this does not mean that God has already chosen those that will be saved and those that won't be saved. No. It means that there is a purpose and there is a calling for everything that existed. And if you're not careful, the first thing you want to understand is that the first thing you often say is that calling comes before a purpose. But let's look at it and let's see if calling comes before a purpose. And if you say calling comes before a purpose, it's still fine. Just people should get it. However, I'm telling you that purpose will come before calling. But let's see it. What is this? Some people call it a teacup. Somebody can call it a water cup. Any other person can call it a coffee cup. Someone else can just call it cup. At the end of the day, it's what? A cup. And cup is used for what? Drinking something. Is that right? The main function of cup is for what? Now, before cup came into existence, somebody thought of something. Or did they build cup, then after they built it, they started finding what it could fit in. So before they created cup, before they came to the idea of something called cup, they thought of a problem that it would be solving. So before this thing came into existence, before any form of cup, whether traditional or modern, before any form of cup came into existence, we were drinking from just our hands. Our hands were like the cup. You fetch water from your hand. If you have never tested it before, I don't know if you're living. But there's a system whereby you just fetch the water and then you drink. You understand? So, and someone thought of it. And then when he thought of it, he created it. Now, if you walk into a place like, I don't know what they call those kind of stores, where they sell all these stuffs. What they call those kind of stores. Or if you walk into a store, and then you see something like this, and you have no knowledge of what it is. Now, the design looks fancy and is adorable, right? So your first question will be, what is this? Is that correct? What is this? When you ask the question, what is this? What you're asking is, what is the purpose of this? The first thing that came was what? The purpose. And then I will not tell you, oh, it's a cup. The next question will be, how much is it? Then I say 10,000 naira. You say, why is it expensive? Then I'll talk about the calling. Because it can retain something that is hot for 24 hours. That's the calling. But it is what? A cup. Is that correct? The purpose is that it's a cup. Whether hot or cold, I go use and drink water. It's a cup. However, when I say, why is it expensive? You now tell me the calling. The calling is what differentiates every one of us. You're a human being. The first primary purpose that you are created with is to glorify God, to please God, to express the nature of God, to expand the kingdom of God on earth, to win souls to the kingdom of God. This is the primary purpose why you came. That is called purpose. The calling is what differentiates each and every one of us. Some are called in the pulpit, some are called in the marketplace, some are called intercessors, some are called this. That is the calling. The calling is the peculiarity of the assignment God has given to you. I'm trying to just summarize the whole teaching so that when I begin to explain, you'll be able to capture fast. I didn't want to take you on a long route just to explain this. Is this a cup? And then if you don't have the knowledge of this type of cup, is a